Now on GMC at 5:30, we're following two breaking news stories from overnight.
First, a DUI chase ends with the vehicle crashing into a home and catching fire on Germantown Road. This is video you'll only see on News Channel 9. Two suspects now in custody this morning.
Also, a man is in custody after a 5-hour standoff. Now, the charges he'll face and why police are praising how the situation unfolded.
Thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Chattanooga. I'm Jessica Harthorn.
And I'm Greg Funderburg. Today is Thursday. It's February 8th, 2018. We'll get to your top stories in a moment, but first.
Of course, we want to check in with meteorologist Brian Smith. Another chilly start to the day. Brian, how are you?
That's right. Good morning to you. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Jessica. And a good Thursday, everybody. It's closer to the weekend, which probably by now you've heard is going to be on the wet side. But let's get through the next couple of days. The clouds we had yesterday, finally trying to get out of here. And we will see sunshine today. But as you step outside, that's going to help wake you up. 28 degrees in Athens, down towards Evansville, Riceville, to 32 degrees in Cleveland. About the same here in Chattanooga. But we have a little breeze out there, which makes it feel colder. Into the low to mid 20s is what it feels like along the plateau, and around 25 degrees is what it feels like into northwest Georgia. There might be a couple of patchy areas of black ice, especially the higher elevations, but thankfully the winds have dried most of those roads off. A lot of sunshine today as we'll go to around 40 at noon to around 50 by this afternoon. Clear skies tonight, no problems, but sunshine returns tomorrow. Nice day, but rain as early as Friday night with that weekend soaker on the way. We'll talk about it, how much rain and the timing of it in your full forecast. Coming up just a few minutes. Right now, here's traffic with Aaron.
All right, we are looking at there to be a non-injury crash right now in the cleanup stages. This was reported just about an hour ago over on the east side of town. Bonnie Oaks at Founders Way reported at 4:43. We do have CPD on the scene, and you don't have to worry about any sort of alternate routes unless you would like to. You can take Hickory Valley Road, but as far as any road closures, not seeing that as we're heading through the 5 o'clock hour. Highways and interstates still looking good, of course, so let's take a look outside now with our TDOT SmartWay camera. Here's a look at 75 at Volkswagen, mile marker 9. Not bad here in this area. We've got some volume on those southbound lanes, a little bit of activity, but no major congestion as of right now. Got my eyes on those roadways, but looking much better this morning than we were yesterday. Jessica.
Aaron, thank you. Now to that breaking news on North Germantown Road. Chattanooga police just cleared the scene after a car crashes into a home, and that's where we find Brandon Evans. Brandon, we're hearing this morning that the driver may have been under the influence of something.
Well, dispatch does tell us that this whole thing started as a suspected DUI chase in Walker County and then ended right here in Chattanooga, Germantown Road, North Germantown Road, and Howard Avenue. You can see this is where the car came careening up through the yard and ended up against this home right here. Doesn't look like there was any damage done to the home, but the car did catch fire at some point. Now, Chattanooga Police, Walker County deputies did take one man into custody. We have exclusive video of that, of him being taken into custody. At one point, deputies and police officers actually had to hold a sheet up because they tell me that at some point that man's pants came down. So he was taken into custody. So at least one person taken into custody. Don't know what charges he may be facing. Now, as far as any injuries, we still don't know that as well. But we do know that the car has been towed away. The scene is now clear. We're just waiting to hear from CPD or Walker County deputies about where they are in the investigation, what charges this man may be facing, and if anyone else was also involved in this chase and crash. We'll continue to bring you updates throughout the morning, but that is the latest here on North Germantown Road and Howard Avenue. I'm Brandon Evans for Good Morning Chattanooga.
Brandon, thank you so much for that live update. We're also following breaking news out of Lookout Valley. Greg, what happened there?
Well, right now it is a big talker online this morning. A man in custody after an hours-long standoff in Lookout Valley. Now, Chattanooga police say James Christopher Dill faces several counts of reckless endangerment. Officers say it started as a disorder with a weapon call on Isbell Road Wednesday night. Once on scene, officers learned shots were fired inside the home. That's also when they received word that Dill had moved locations down the street. SWAT team members were called in to help. Officers say they were able to locate him and peacefully take him into custody, something Lieutenant Austin Garrett says they should be proud of.
This is our goal: resolve safely and peacefully, and take suspect into custody, and resolve it without incident.
At this hour, we're still waiting to hear if anyone was in the house. We'll let you know as soon as we get any developments.
Happening this Thursday, several schools in our area are closed due to illness. Ray County and Etowah City schools closed today and Friday. Polk County, however, will be open today, but there will be no classes Friday and Monday. A shortage of Tamiflu is now testing parents' patients. Because of this shortage, many pharmacies are now changing to the capsule form of Tamiflu so that children can take it. Cassie Tao's 2-year-old son Brooks tested positive for the flu last week. Doctors wrote Brooks a prescription for Tamiflu, the liquid version made just for children. It was something Cassie soon realized was really hard to find.
Children are dying, adults are dying from it, and my little 2-year-old 35-pound baby with the flu, you know, it's kind of like, it does scare you.
At Access Pharmacy in Hickson, pharmacists say they've been dealing with a Tamiflu shortage since the beginning of December.
And some good news this morning. The Bradley County Health Department is offering free flu shots this Saturday. You can get them at the Bradley Central High School cafeteria from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. They only have 200 vaccinations available, so you need to get there early to ensure you can get the shot. And today, Tennessee's Education Commissioner will meet with the Hamilton County Board of Education. Candace McQueen is expected to present a memorandum of understanding in regard to the district's 5 lowest performing schools. Now that's Brainerd High, Delwood Middle, Orchard Knob Elementary School, Orchard Knob Middle, and Woodmore Elementary. The board will also discuss the calendars for the next 2 upcoming school years.
Developing this morning on Capitol Hill, House leaders will vote today in hopes of avoiding a second government shutdown. We're taking you live to Capitol Hill right now at 5:36. This is what it looks like. Now, lawmakers have until midnight tonight to approve this budget. This comes after the Senate was able to reach an agreement last night. However, it's still a tense situation as Republicans and Democrats continue to fight over several key issues. They include infrastructure, combating opioid abuse, and the controversial DACA program.
In other morning headlines, the owner of a Chattanooga adult movie theater at the center of a sting operation is expected in court. Hamilton County court documents say officers with the Special Investigations Unit went undercover at Cinema One on Rossville Boulevard last November. People were complaining that sexual activity was going on inside. Cinema One owner Chad Burnett is in court today for a citation related to the sting operation.
This morning, Chattanooga police have arrested a person they say is responsible for robbing several Hickson businesses. We first showed you this robbery caught right here on surveillance camera last week. William Joshua Harwood Green is now charged with 3 counts of burglary and 3 counts of theft. Police say that some stolen property was found. Harwood is also charged with stealing trailers from 2 other locations.
And would violent crimes keep you away from walking around the city after dark?
I definitely would not want to be a girl out here walking around, that's for sure.
Tonight, we continue our series on Chattanooga safe streets. This time, we look at areas that are in the middle of development and renovation like MLK Boulevard.
5 years ago, we didn't have any of this. We didn't have the brewing companies, the tap rooms, the restaurants. We didn't have the apartments on the 2nd floor. I mean, none of that was going on. And literally, it was a ghost town.
Tonight on News Channel 9 at 11, our crews walk along the mile-long stretch of MLK Boulevard over to Central Avenue to find out if people there are willing to walk around when the sun goes down. And time now, 5:38. The Eagles are not done celebrating their Super Bowl victory just yet.
Ahead on GMC this morning, how Philadelphia is honoring its team in green style and when you can check it out.
So exciting, but first, the coveted honor of Gerber Spokesbaby goes to a Dalton 1-year-old. Check out that smiling face. He won over the judges' hearts and, of course, ours as well. Hear what this means for the family after the break.
Can't wait to meet the little guy. A lot of sunshine today and tomorrow will put a lot of smiles on our faces, but frowns for the weekend. We'll talk about how soon that rain will arrive and how much and how warm it'll get as well. Your full forecast is coming up after the break. Right now, though, a live look from atop of Lookout Mountain in Rock City. Currently, temps in the 20s, but it feels like it's in the low 20s. Yeesh.